Howdy ho again, everyone! In this video, I've compiled my adventures in Rimworld, surviving as a solo pawn on a deserted island in the middle of the ocean. I made this series a few years ago, but now the whole thing is compiled into this one video, lightly edited to make for the ideal viewing experience. And so commenced the embarkment on day 1. For a new challenge, I'm surviving in Rimworld on an island in the middle of the ocean. We'll start off with a naked brutality scenario and Randy Random as our storyteller. That means all the events will be totally at random, obviously, and we'll be crash landing from outer space onto a beach with absolutely nothing to start. Obviously, an island of sand and coconut trees lacks many of the required resources for life and sustainment, so I'll be adding banana trees, and also the Z Levels mod, which will allow me to dig beneath the surface of the island to discover oceanic caverns filled with coral and other rich mineral deposits. Since this is not an ordinary start, our single colonist, Undugu, will be extremely overpowered. And since everyone loves a good skill grind, I'll be starting him off with all passions and no skills so that he can learn at an unprecedented rate and upgrade his primitive lodgings. Can we survive this? It was supposed to be a minor surgery. Just an hour under anesthetic, you felt totally safe. Now you've awoken inside a drop pod, punching through the atmosphere of a distant Rimworld. Aside from a slick, mysterious goo all over your body, you're totally naked. With no preparation, no supplies, and no tools, can you survive? And there we go, Undugu is landing in the middle of nowhere. Let's just look at some of the local wildlife. Oh, that's nice. A giganticonda, male age 13, just walking around. We have some fertile soil on the eastern side of the atoll, and all about the rest of it. There's a tribe of flamingos over here, and some other local marine wildlife. I think that we should avoid the giganticonda and build our home on the northern side of this atoll. Let's just leave our crashed ship, or what remains of it. This side looks safe. All we have are these omega dodos and kiwis roaming around the beaches. There you go, Undugu. Just have a good walk along the shore. He's walking along the shoreline. Look, he's actually creating ripples in the water. Now, right off the bat, we need to chop down some trees. And we'll set Undugu off to that right away. He has no skills, but he really wants to learn. There you go, just get your first level of plants already on that first tree. He's a fast learner, psychopath, iron will, gay, misandrous, jogger, bloodlust, cannibal, and industrious. So he's pretty OP, except he just stinks right now. And good, he's got down that first tree, he's got 11 wood. He'll need to plant some rice in the ground. And we need to find him a meal for day 1. Figure out how to capture that meal. It looks like these omega dodos and the kiwis are completely non-violent. So now, using all this newfound wood, we'll just create a crafting spot right here. And unfortunately, we need crafting skill 2 if we want to create a bow. So we'll just have Undugu make clubs until he's better at crafting. And it started raining. Now, he has an iron will, but this is going to bring down his mood. He doesn't like being naked, soaking wet, and hungry. Come on, Undugu, just build that club right away. You need a meal desperately. There we go. Now, Undugu has a club, and we can just have him attack this kiwi. I need you for food. Good. It looks like he's stunned on the first blow. He's gonna get into... Good. Oh, he took no damage from that. It's a very weak animal, but he has 1 kill now. Now all he needs is a butcher table. You can chop up the kiwi and make a meal of it. And we probably won't have a real room for him, so he's just gonna have to sleep on the ground tonight. Fortunately, though, these sleeping spots do give a marginal degree of comfort. Good job, Undugu. He's getting better with plants. Wow, and he already made melee level 2 from that one fight. And he's at plants level 2 as well, making some progress here. We'll try to utilize all this soil, and let's just tell him to plant rice for now. It's a pretty reliable staple crop, and he can use the rest of the wood from these trees as he goes along. Harvest botched on that one. There we go. He's getting a little bit of rice in the ground. This will help him out in a couple days. Oh, and it actually turns out you can just harvest the trees. I didn't even need to kill the kiwi. Oh well, more melee experience, and he gets to eat plants. There we go, just grab those coconuts out of the tree, Undugu. There he goes, eating, and now his appetite is slightly more sated, but he's fine to work for the rest of the day. He's just gonna get some of this rice in the ground before he gets off to work, and let's have him cut down these trees. He keeps botching harvests, but he just needs a little bit more wood. And we'll set up a small stockpile zone right down here. I think we'll set up the stockpiles in the sand because he can't really use that for planting, and we'll probably build our home on the beach. Great, he's got to work on his butcher table, and now he should be able to eat the local wildlife. And nice, he finished it without botching the construction. He's just gonna eat some coconuts and then get off to bed in the rain. Wow, he wants to work deep into the night. His extremely low expectations, burning passion for his work, and initial optimism are pretty much carrying him here, otherwise he would have broken several times, but those are really overpowered. He keeps botching harvests, but it's probably enough. Off to bed with you now. Off to bed, Undugu. I'm just keeping an eye on this. It looks like the Gigantaconda. The Gigantaconda is in good health. I don't like that that's on the island, but I put as much distance as possible between me and it. Ah, what a great first day you've had, Undugu. You made a club, you chopped down a bunch of trees, you planted rice, and you're now sleeping in the dirt under the rain. What an adventure you've already had. Next, we want to take care of his nudity, so I might try to use these kiwis. I'm just gonna have him butcher every animal that he meets, and hopefully he could make some clothes to take out this nudity debuff. Good job, he's tearing it up, and hopefully he'll get more than just meat. Alright, he got 2 bird skins. I'm not sure if we'll be able to use bird skins, though. Maybe this Omega Dodo would be safer to hunt. I guess we'll wait till he can craft a bow and then work on it then. Alright, Undugu, just chop down more of these trees. And he's already at plants level 3. His skill acquisition is accelerating. He has a burning passion for his work, and he's learning at 150% of their normal speed. And Devil's Claw leaves. He can eat those as well, so that should keep him satisfied for the first few days. Next, we want to give him some recreation, so I think we'll build him a horseshoes pin. There we go, right on the seashore. And he'll get working on that right away. Good, have some fun, Undugu. You may not have a house, but at least you have horseshoes to play alone. Where did he get the horseshoes anyway? Although I may not understand him, if it makes him happy, I support it. And another day of grinding away at these plants. We should probably make him a house soon. Though the outdoor temperature hasn't really been so bad. I was expecting it to be hotter. So maybe one more night out under the stars. There we go, Undugu. Just bring away all the rest of this wood. And let's just set up a lean-to to store our supplies in. There we go. He might botch these constructions, but... oh, great, he got one up. So now he can get the roof over this wood and hopefully prevent it from deteriorating before tomorrow. There we go, that's all we really needed. And in fact, let's let him sleep under there for tonight, too. You don't need to sleep out in the rain anymore, Undugu. Oh, and it looks like the Omega Dodo is gonna keep him company tonight. It's like some sort of pet. Maybe we won't have to use you for clothes. Oh, he actually gets a mood buff from eating a big coconut. He's stuffed. And the rain is let up, finally. Island life awaits. Now, if nothing else, Rimworld colonists can't stand eating without a table, so let's just get him a little stool and table going for day 1. Or what are we on now? Day 3. Day 3. He hasn't snapped yet, and that's all that matters to me. I need you to build a table before you eat breakfast, because you'll be angry if you don't. Here we go, he built 1 table. Poor condition, but it is a table. And build that chair before you eat breakfast. Good. Now he can eat breakfast at the table. He's gonna be so glad about this. We've gotten rid of a lot of these mood debuffs, and we've got wood now. He's not soaking wet, and I think it's time to give him an actual house. We'll go 5 by 5 for our first room, and we'll just put a door right there to seal out the temperature. We'll also tell him to build a bed here where it's light, because we haven't roofed this area yet, and he could still use the light to hopefully get a better construction on it. There you go, just grind away your construction skill, Undugu. You're doing a great job, man. Everybody's rooting for you. Everyone loves you. Oh, the Omega Dodo has self-tamed. Oh, my dream of friendship realized in a bird. Come, Omega Dodo. Just don't eat my food. And it looks like he's gonna need a few more trees to chop. I like you, but I also don't want you in here. So I'm gonna set up an area for the bird outside of my property. Invert the area. Let's name it Birdland after my favorite jazz album. Stay away from me. He's in Birdland. Why are you coming? No, don't come into my house. Stay out. Stay out. What the fuck? No, he's... why did it... you're supposed to be in Birdland. Alright, whatever. I guess he just wants to keep me company. As long as he doesn't eat any of my food. Well, Undugu's getting ravenously hungry, so he'll have to eat these leaves raw again. He'll chop down another tree, finish off his house and his bed, and I think we'll call it a day there. I hope he doesn't botch this. He's got 1 good chance. And how did he do? Poor condition, but we did our best, and he can always reconstruct it. We'll just expand out our stockpile zone. And he's finished off his house. He now has a roof. Good job, he just built a house. And here I'm also going to add something from our Z levels mod. We'll give him a ladder up onto his roof. So that way he could, well, hopefully I'll have some line of defense in case if any invaders come. Alright, Undugu, go up to the roof and see the view. And he can just head on up here. And now we have a whole other Z level at our hands. He can hang out up on the roof. And there he is on the ground again, going about his day, but he could hang out up here if he wanted to. So I think we'll have him keep on eating coconuts for the first few days, because we have copious amounts of them, and it's easy to see the brown ones are ripe, and we can harvest them, and the green ones are still growing. But we still want him to get some cooking skills, so let's have him try cooking this meat, and then just not eating the meal. He's gonna mess up every single meal that he makes for the first few days. And he failed at making a campfire. How do you fail at making a campfire? Alright, whatever. At least you'll get experience, and we'll just have him cook a simple meal. All we need are 1 or 2 of them. Oh, he can actually make it out of coconuts as well. Let's have him make a meal of this kiwi, though. He's already grinding out cooking skill, and the opportunities are few and far between to get cooking skill. Now he's got a bedroom, he's got a fire going, and we want to prevent him from overheating, so let's build him a passive cooler in here. You might have noticed that the temperature's gotten awfully hot outside. It's 90 degrees, and he doesn't have any clothes, and we've got a mad kiwi somewhere. It will attack everyone it sees. Alright, Undugu, just get some rest before your fight. Get some rest before you need to fight the mad kiwi. It's pacing out in the water in anger at you. It went onto the roof. It's just chilling on the roof, waiting. There it goes. I hope it fights the Omega Dodo. No. It's just gonna pace about in anger. Well, fortunately, it hasn't attacked my door, and it looks like another rainstorm has begun. Just get some rest. You're gonna need it for the fight in the morning. He's like Rocky Balboa, eating raw eggs before his fight. Alright, grab your club. You're gonna need to fight this animal. What? Okay, there it goes. Here it goes. Here he comes. He's gonna fight me. No, maybe not. Okay, maybe he, what? Alright, he is going to fight. Time to fight it. Ah, great. We stunned it again. No infections. We've eliminated the kiwi. I do feel a little bit bad, but island life does that. And he'll just butcher it for a new meal. And more bird skin. He's actually getting quite efficient at chopping down these trees now. And he's got plant skill 4. That's enough to get a passive cooler going. And now he should stay quite cool and relaxed. But what if he gets raided? I'll build him a set of spike trap defenses in case if somebody decides to come over here, and we'll just build another wooden wall around. This way he can get in and out and still be protected. Great, he's just chopped down all the wood and now he's finishing off his defenses. He's gonna clean up the area a little bit to make it look nicer. And we should also probably move some of this coral away from him. Although it looks nice to me, it does look ugly to him and it kind of muddies up the entire area. Just grind out your construction skill on these traps. And you don't actually need to keep refueling that fire. He has renamed the dodo Farter after nuzzling it. I'm okay with that, but if you have a better name, write it down below in the comments. I like it though because it's inappropriate. Off to bed, Fred. Let's just have him finish off the defenses completely. And now our base is secure. But there's still one last thing I want to do. Now, island life may be paradise, but there is one thing missing. There's no rock anywhere on the surface at all. So if we want to get any metals, we're gonna need to go underground. So we're gonna build some ladders down. We don't want to use those natural holes, because that's actually the programming for infestations. And you might not be able to get out if you can't find any steel underground. So don't use those. There we go. This is gonna open up a whole new world. Go down, Undugu. Go down. And down here, he can mine everything around him and start looking for metals. Now the walls down here are all made of coral, so I guess the entire island is a reef. But we can just start spreading around in all directions. We want to avoid cave-ins though, so we'll try to make our hallways narrow. And we'll just tell him to start working on his mining skill next. Though he hasn't had any opportunity to do that yet, so he's gonna be pitifully slow. And although it's the middle of the day, he's hardly made any progress at all. This is the speed he works at. I am at 3 times speed right now, and it's just taking him forever to get out one block. We have an eclipse, but we wouldn't even know because we're underground. So I guess we're better off underground for now. And it's just like Dwarf Fortress. We can go back and forth between all of our layers and watch what's happening on each of them. We'll just turn that back off and watch him mine. Now I've noticed that he does get outdoor temperatures down here, so we might want to bring him upstairs from time to time so that he doesn't get heat stroke and die. It's actually hotter underground than it is outside. It's almost like it's insulated or something. We'll just send him back up the stairs and continue with our plant journey. I'd say the last thing that we want out of today is maybe just to make him a bow. It'd be nice if he could hunt some of these animals to make some clothes for himself. So let's make a few more clubs to up his crafting skill. And we're getting raided by the devils right in the middle of the night. Let's see what these people have. It's one guy with a... Oh, shit. He has a revolver, though. He might kill my Omega Dodo. Let's send Farter back inside so that he can defend me in case if this raider gets near our house. Now, yes, you can get raided at an atoll. My guess is that it's Atlantis and they come out of the ocean. But let's send Farter back inside along with Undugu, and we can prepare a valiant defense. We'll need a new area. We'll call it the safe space. And the safe space will be inside my house. Come on in, my bird. Join me in the safe space. I made it special for you. Here comes Rick. If we manage to kill him with the spike traps, we won't even need to craft a bow. And we can just use a revolver as our first weapon. Okay, he's beginning his assault. If worse comes to worse, I could always run underground and then melee him. And he'd be forced to fight me with his revolver, hand to hand. This guy's not very good at shooting or melee, though, so I don't think he'll get through our defenses. But he is a jogger, so he can run as fast as me. A misogynist jogger. Damn those misogynist joggers. And we'll tell Undugu to stay in here. Now, is he gonna hit the trap? He should... Oh, he's gonna destroy my fire. One, and... Looks like he got really badly injured from that first one. He's gonna try to walk it off. He's gonna try to destroy my... No. This guy is really hell-bent on ruining my home. He's not even setting it on fire. What the hell? You can set fire to... Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. I still don't want to fight him, though, because it's just not worth it for the rice. And I want to keep my animals safe. So we'll just let him bleed out while the rice burns for a bit. He's gonna die in 7 hours. Let's see if we can get him to come over, though. Send Undugu to the door. Come out and fight me like a man. No, he... fuck. Alright, he's just going to set fire to everything. No, okay, here he comes back. He's coming back. No. Please? Okay, good. Here he comes. No, why would... Okay. Come in, come back, come back. There he goes. No. Dude. Well, at least he hit one of the traps. The rest will burn for a while, though. Alright, Undugu, you just go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. He may have set fire to our home, but at least you didn't get shot, and that's what matters to me. Stay safe, Undugu. Maybe we could get Rick to come in. No. Oh, rain at the perfect time. His attack has been ruined. But he got blood all over the floor. Look at this guy. He is really persistent. Jesus. And there he goes. Oh, okay, we got Rick. Unfortunately, we couldn't get that sweet-ass bowler hat, but the rain will put out my fire. We'll send Farter back to Birdland, and Undugu can go back to his life. We'll just equip this revolver and then go put out the fires. Now Undugu actually has a revolver. He'll get most of his rice harvest, and he has a lot of other good shit. Now, I like his life. And the fields will still be fertile, despite the fact that he set them on fire. Well, we put out the fire, and our home is safe from invaders. And that's only the beginning. What lies next is underground. Our survival adventure continues on the survival island with our one colonist, Undugu. Last time Undugu planted a field in which was eventually burned down by an invader. The invader's name was Rick, and he came out of the ocean in a bowler hat with a pistol to murder me for no particular reason. But he tripped on 2 spike traps and eventually bled to death after he burned my butchering table and my crop field. And that explains the charred remains of everything over here. It's less beautiful, but Undugu's alive, and now he's up 1 revolver. We also managed to get above ground and underground, so we can hopefully find some steel underneath all of the coral down here, and there may be nothing but coral underground, so we could be doing some digging today. Oh, and I also conveniently forgot that I was a cannibal, so we'll be opening back up the grave so that we can feast on the flesh of another human being. He's gonna be very happy about this, Undugu. And I'm glad for him. We're just gonna strip Rick. He was the invader. He's still fresh. We'll rebuild our butchering table. Sow the fields one more time. That's right. Cut down some trees. Bring Rick back inside. Put on Rick's clothes. And then go back to bed impersonating Rick. It's okay, we'll make some clothes out of Rick tomorrow. I mean literally make some clothes out of Rick. Now, despite the fact that Rick's clothing is very gentlemanly, it's also ratty apparel, and it's in pretty poor condition. So when I say clothes out of Rick, I mean this. Nothing says island life like a little bit of raw cannibalism and a side of rice. He's going up to the roof for a walk. He's so satisfied with himself. I'll remind you that Undugu has all passions and no skills, and that's probably my favorite part about him. So we want to grind all of his skills, at least up to, I think it's either level 8 or 12, I can't remember the one at which he stops remembering stuff as well. but he doesn't have great memory, so he's going to need better crafting if we want to get him decent tools. Eventually his pistol will break down. And we also want him to hunt the animals. Just make a crap load of clubs. And he's in such an weirdly good mood. Good job. Just clean up all the ashes from that last attack, Undugu. We love you, Undugu. Good night, Undugu. He's really grinding his plant skill now. He's halfway there to plants level 6. And once he gets to 8, he'll be able to plant cotton and other crops too. Or maybe it's heal root? I can't remember, but he needs some heal root. He desperately needs medicine. If he gets hurt, he has no way of taking care of himself. So we desperately need for that to happen. And he can do most of that just by chopping down trees. Well, he's had to make a lot of different clubs, but it has gotten him to crafting level 2, so now he can create a bow, which is ranged. The next item on our agenda is a wooden tailor bench to make hats out of people. Here goes nothing. Success! Normally I go with cowboy hats, but this time I'm just feeling the bowler hat. It's so nice. Why not both? We have just enough human leather. Just enough for a psychopath to wear. Now this is off confused, but I think that it's actually isn't it the bloodlust trait? I think it's bloodlust that makes him happy to. It's effed up, but I'm doing it. If it makes him happy, it makes me happy. Go on, Undugu. Go on. Yes. What kind of quality? What kind of quality? Oh, yes. Cover your pink hair. He looks like a tour guide. Poor quality, but it's what he wanted. It's what he wanted. Now, I have a lot of projects ahead of me, but I desperately want to clean up the area, so let's get rid of all of this coral from the ground. Get all of it out. And then wall it in so you never have to see it. There we go. No chunks. Another productive day. You've earned a good rest. He's just so happy. He's outstandingly happy. Let's wall this in next. And somehow I'm fond of walls without corners right now. I think we'll just let that be. There we go. And Bob's your uncle. Bob's your uncle. Your creepy uncle. Oh, he's mowing through trees. He's got plants 6 and he's going way faster. Go, 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 Undugu. Bring in that coral. You can do anything. And for now, he can actually hold open these doors until we're getting raided. And until it gets hot, we'll just leave it as is. This is plenty comfortable for me. Success, he's cleaned it up and put all of the coral in there. And we don't have to look at that anymore. I'm still not satisfied, though. The bird needs a bed. Maybe we could have him sleep slightly outside of Birdland. Ah, here we go. It's at the edge of Birdland's frontier. Oh, that doesn't affect me at all. Now, Bloodlust is disabling his being pissed off about wearing tainted pants. So let's just go with that. I have a new mission for you today. It involves animals, and it's not good. Now, Undugu is terrible with animals, and everything requires more expertise to get better with. So, we're kind of out on a limb here. And Farter the Omega Dodo is just about as tame as can be. So we can't actually tame any of the local wildlife, unfortunately. Not even a flamingo. But we can fish, because I installed the mod. And I've never even done any fishing before. Let's see if this improves his animal skill. Ah, then fishing will be the way to tame the beasts. Oh, he hasn't even caught a fish yet, and he's already more in tune with nature. He's learning at an unprecedented rate. To hold a pole. And now he has some fish to eat. Angelfish. Well, this should be a great source of food. Good, he's already at level 1. All he needs is level 4 to start taming the whole island. Then he can have a myriad of animals at his side. My dream is to have him use the Giganticonda as a mount in battle and ride it into the sunset. Ooh, minnows. Nice. Come on, Undugu. Apparently this is a lagoon. I was wondering what sort of water it was. So technically it's a lagoon. I love this fact. We are in a lagoon. It's just wonderful to say it, isn't it? Soon Nigel Thornberry will come along and greet you, and join you in the wild, Undugu, when you can talk to animals. The fish whisperer, they called him. Alright, 2,000 skill with animals. Maybe he's good enough to hunt them now. And we'll actually just build a little bit more storage out onto the beach, because I need him to, well, store more things, for lack of a better term. There we go, all built and roofed in, and this should be our last big storage area for a while. He just keeps accumulating more stuff, is the problem. Oh, no, Birdland has come to the inside. Crap, Farter the bird has come. He's gonna eat the minnows. Well, I guess that's fine, whatever. Stay in Birdland. Away from me. Away from me. There, you can sleep in your bed, though. I'll allow it. A morning of harvest, a replanting. And while I don't want to eliminate all the local wildlife, we do want him to get better with shooting before anything happens next. We're going to have to hunt the local kiwis. His aim is piss poor right now, but he actually does gain experience by shot, whether or not he hits. So just keep trying as best you can. If we do it from long range with a pistol too, that'll decrease our chance of hitting, so he'll get more experience. Just don't hit that bird. Wow, shooting level 2 without hitting a single target yet. How high can you go? Oh wow, the bullet actually gets a ripple in the water. These are some really productive, oh, well, that was so much fun while it lasted. Goodbye, little bird. At least I didn't have to shoot that bad against an enemy, like an actual one. You know, come to think of it, we'll probably want some more spike traps, because this just isn't cutting it. No pun intended. And very good work, very good work. Get one more up out here. Now you could fend off 2 people, because you're getting very wealthy and more people will want to attack you. Out here in the ocean. Here, tomorrow morning you hunt more kiwis. Oh, or right now, that's also okay. That won't bother anyone. Oh, he landed a hit? Wow. I'd say shooting level 4 would probably be a safe place to start. Ooh, a shaman merchant from the Baka Union. Okay. They came out here. You know, another theory on how people are getting out here in the middle of the ocean, just all the way from the mainland, is that maybe they're Moses parting the Red Sea. I subscribe to that theory. And a rare thrombos has also come out of the ocean. Maybe we could somehow face off the merchant against them. To be determined. I want to try it now. Though it could end in tragedy. But there are a lot of them. Anything could happen, and they're coming closer. Oh, we're being raided by the Boar Covenant. We are really, really popular. I don't think I even have to fight you. You're just gonna stand outside for a while. Okay, let's just make good with the merchant. We have plenty of fish and bird leather for him. Oh, this is like a series of unfortunate events. Okay, sleep in the middle of the lagoon. Okay, they're beginning their assault right before the merchant comes in. Let's just hope that it all coincides nicely with the thrombos. Let's trade with this merchant. There we go. He can defend me from the bad people. I won't sell my Omega Dodo. And crap, he's actually not willing to buy any of my stuff. Alright, I'm going to use you for your life then. Let's see if we can somehow shyster the raider into fighting us near the thrombos, then bring in okay, there we go. Alright, whatever, fine. Very well, very well. She is fast as heck. Okay, alright, very well, very well. She's just going to perish. Good, and I'm a cannibal. Good, maybe I can use your clothes. Good, I need people in my life. For more reasons than one. Don't attack me anymore. Don't do that. Wow, you don't actually gain any experience for this. Do you gain melee combat experience for this? You don't get that for that. Alright. Oh, I guess only when they're fighting back. Never mind. I'm a terrible person. It's okay because I've already accepted it. Alright, well, I may as well use this opportunity now that I have these 10 merchants here to do what needs to be done. I've never done something quite this ballsy. We just need to coax it into coming a little bit closer. It looks like that's about as far as it comes. Okay, Undugu, go. Let's have it. Let's have it in our lives. Let's have this thrombos in our lives. Good. Good. He's such a terrible shot. You are just outstandingly bad at this. Oh! Okay, run. 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 There are elephants here to defend us. Good, it's coming. It's coming. Okay, here they come. Thanks for the help. Oh, nice. Well, we have to stay here. We can't just run away. Fight like a man. Go. Okay, Farter, get back in the safe space. I don't want you out here to see this. Oh, good. It knows to kill the humans. Great, great. I'm just going to use your tribe's lives against you, and maybe you'll eventually be okay with that. What a convenient happenstance that they were all here at this particular time. Wow, we brought one down. Amazing, amazing. Okay, and I'll cannibalize their friend in I'll wait till they're gone, but yeah. Alright, we got one, and that's what matters. That's what matters, that's what matters. Okay, thank you, Ram the Shaman. I greatly appreciate your sacrifice. Sort of. I'll be taking your bow and pemmican too. Like we got a 2-for-1 deal. And send Farter back out into Birdland. Let's see if they want to trade for Thrumbo fur. Okay, now that I've just murdered one of your people, essentially, can we have a deal now? I'll be damned, he doesn't want anything I have. Okay, get lost. I think that the other Thrumbo just moved on. Back out into the middle of the ocean. Oh, and now they revisit us. He's now up to shooting level 4, and he's well on his way to the next level. And we have another meal. Oh, I love this. Hooray. Now we have enough for a... Do we have enough for a duster yet? Oh, we need 80 ingredients for it. Oh, we could at least make some pants. We have enough for that, and it'll make him much happier. Alright, human leather pants coming right up. You go, girl. you go. Rub-a-dub-dub, and Bob's your uncle. Great, soon he'll have the full set. It's awful quality. I guess we should I know light level affects it. Maybe outdoors affects it too. Don't honestly remember, but now we get buff level 2. Oh no. He has the flu. Oh shit. This might actually be the end for him, because we don't have any medicine at all. Oh wow, sad. I didn't realize that I could train him to guard before. Wow. Yeah, he could totally do that. Alright, well, if he survives the flu, then I will love him. Oh, and there's a blight on the... You know, I'm kind of content to leave that. We have so much food as is already. I don't think I need to worry about the blight. I'm more worried about my omega doo-doo. Survive, survive! He'll be fine. Yeah, he's gonna survive this. But it's a 10 quality of 0%. He might not survive this. Oh shit, come on, marine iguana. Damn it, it was pregnant too. I will deliver your baby in the afterlife. Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Chop, chop, chop. Rub-a-dub-dub. Lizard skin pants. Oh, good. What a good man. Yeah, feed him. Now, we've accumulated a lot of shit, much of which we can't really preserve for a while. And we're doing fine just on raw coconuts in our diet, with the occasional human showing up. Oh, I almost totally forgot about this guy. Right, let's have him in our lives next. Literally in our lives. I've ingested him. Okay, now. So when the morning rises, we will go underground and we will mine for steel. Steel is really the next thing that we need to make our lives better, because right now he's not getting a whole lot of research done. Ooh, a transport crowd. Okay, Larissa has fallen out of the sky. She is, what is she like? Pyromaniac I don't want her in my life. Nope, nope, I don't want her. Incapable of social, oh no. Thank you very much. I'll just have raw cannibalism. Yeah, we'll just let her expire out there, and then eventually we'll bring her in. Doesn't matter to me, doesn't matter to me. Good, just bring in this good one. Excellent, excellent work. Okay, now, to the important project. Let's go underground, and we have to start mining. We're just gonna go in massive X shape. Something like this. Let's start scouting for metals and see if we can find anything. I'm just gonna fan out in all directions. Something like this. Let's start there, and then see how we do. It's gonna be a lot of work for him, but he should be an expert miner by the time we're done. And he's just loving it down here in the caves. Aside from medical being probably the most important one that he's still untrained in, I'd say the other ones are coming along quite nicely now. He's perfectly happy where he is. Okay, let's make this count. A brief survey shows that all the walls are made of coral right now. Though, if this level doesn't work out, we can always dig down below to lower levels. I haven't honestly seen the limit to the Z levels, and I can presume it must go a few levels deeper. One day, nothing. It looks like our bird will probably pull through this one and gain him some much needed medical skills. Finally, medical level 1. I think I'll just let him mine down here until eventually I discover some metal, because there seems to be a lot more ways to go. On another note, we are vulnerable to an infestation, so at any moment, the unthinkable could happen. Ultimately, I think that components will be the rarest, so I'm buying that. And I'm selling rice. And pretty much all of my other stuff. There we go, that's a deal. Okay, we just got components and steel, that's what we needed. And yet even more steel. What I really want is power. And for that, I think I'm gonna need to sell my dodo, my coconuts, and my human leather. I never thought I would have to say that sentence ever, but I did. So there's no going back now. Sorry, farter. You were worth it for the medical skill. Go on, be free. Free of your ocean life. And while we mine here for steel, which is kind of uncertain, we can actually start to build a research table, and we're just shy of them. Come on. All we need are a few more coconuts to get enough for a research bench and power going. He really pays a lot for coconuts. Well, I've bought all the steel I can from this guy. Let me just cut down all of the other coconut trees. He really likes them. He's cuckoo for coconuts. And, oh crap. Oh no, they're getting away. Come on. Oh man, we lost him. Alright, well, we'll have plenty for the next bulk goods trader. Goodbye, farter. The good life lies in wait for you. Travel safely across the ocean. My love. Well, now we're rich. We have a research bench, and we'll have power coming, and many caverns to explore in the future. Welcome back to our life on an island. Survival Island with Undugu. Last time, Undugu started fishing in the ocean, and he expanded and improved his house. We also started digging below the surface of the earth and expanding out to find minerals. Then a trader came along who had a lot of components and steel, and I sold my best friend, who was a bird, and disappeared on the oceanic horizon, never to be seen again. Today we're collecting coconuts, and I have a few more tricks up my sleeve. First, we'll need to cut down some trees. We'll need the lumber and other supplies. Now, since Undugu stayed up so late last time, his sleep schedule's all off, so he actually has too much rest, despite the fact that it's the middle of, or it's getting very late in the night now. But he's pretty much a tireless worker, and he never gets any real mental breaks. He's just such a stable guy, and I like it that way. You're special to me. Now, our next major project is going to be research. Quite frankly, he's very stupid right now, but he desperately wants to learn. So by the light of a torch, let's get batteries going ASAP. I also want to rebuild Undugu's horseshoes pin, and he wants to research, so I say let him. The more we can grind up his intellectual skill, the faster he'll do all of this. And he's already almost at intellectual level 2 after only a few hours of research. Undugu's going to be at this research for batteries for a few days, so I'm just going to let him get to his work. And we have our quest active for Ship to the Stars, although it's very far away. Again, it's on almost exactly the opposite side of the world, so it's more feasible to build our own ship. We also would have I'm not even sure if it would be possible to get out of the ocean. So we're stuck here for a while. And we had a transport pod crash. A theater technician named Zach. He might join us. And what is he like? He's a tortured artist, a fast learner, and slothful. And he is pretty artistic already, but he's gonna die in 5 hours, and we don't have any medicine. I think we're going to try to save this guy, because I really like the tortured artist bio, but there's also a very high chance he could die. He has a flamingo leather parka. That's gangster. Okay, Undugu, just try to rescue Zach. If nothing else, he's at least a little bit of medical experience. He's gonna practice surgery on you and probably fail. Very good, very, very good. He's been shot in the torso, stabbed in the right arm, and cut on the right leg. I don't like his chances, but yep, 0% quality. This man is essentially like a test dummy for a medical student. Yep, 0% quality again, there we go. But he might survive, he might survive. And more visitors from Deralia. Maybe they'll take him away. At least we got to practice on him. Okay, Zach, just stay out there in the rain. I can't do that to you. We'll at least rescue him so we hopefully have better faction relations. Maybe they'll send more traders. You're gonna love it here, man. It's great where I live. All right, take him away. Take him away. Okay, great. They're taking their wounded guest. They're gonna carry him away. And they'll like me despite the fact that I cannibalize people. Good, there you go. Take away your friend. Goodbye, goodbye. Relations from Deralia have improved a lot. 1 to 17. Okay, we have an active trading partner. Oh, that's fantastic, just fantastic. Now, a quick scan of the area reveals that this island doesn't have any geothermal vents, which is too bad because I wanted to wall in my power source. While Undugu's strong on his own, I don't think that he'll be able to fend off threats from a power source, and I don't want to have to defend something outside of my base. So I have another sort of plan. And we have a visitor, Hector McGrath. He has a few items to trade. Give me your things. And we're going to make a whole lot of short bows because he has some medicine he's willing to trade with us. And short bows are really the only thing he'll accept. I don't want to give up these components, so an unfortunate but necessary sacrifice. He's leaving too early. Never mind, never mind. But he did leave us a gift of 2 components. You know what? Get back here. If you're leaving us gifts, I'll still trade with you. All I want is 1 thing of medicine. That'll make me happy. Thank you, McGrath. So now we have something that might save us if we get struck with the plague or something like that. Seems the rain is clearing up. Let's build a wind turbine here, and I'm going to wall this in. Or maybe, I don't want to leave our walls vulnerable moving forward, so I think we need to start cutting stone from coral. We need a secure wall before we can start building power. So let's start our new operation up in here. And this side of the island has plenty of readily grown trees, and they're all ready to harvest. He'll finish off his... Oh, he botched construction. Dang, we really needed that steel. That was unlucky, but maybe he'll get it on attempt 2. Just try those trees again. Carry him over and build. Build, I say build, build, build. Good, don't botch it. Good. Now he can create coral blocks. We'll keep him at an even 100 all the time. Again, he's mowing through trees. Next, we'll take out the blight on our rice. He's gotten food poisoning from the coconuts. Although it's been a good source of food, it did first. This has been a great source of food, but now he's screwed. Well, food poisoning isn't really that bad. It just slows him down a bit. And we have a new quest, a healer chased by pirates. Okay, Krondorfer is possibly going to join us. She's too frantic to offer more information, but she's being chased by the devils. Oh, we could also just draft her and have her taken away if we don't like her. So I say welcome, the more the merrier. And here she is, Krondorfer. She's 62. Do you have any desirable qualities? She's jealous, kind, It's a weird combination. And incapable of violent. She's a healer, and she's decent with plants and cooking. I'm not crazy about her, but, oh, she wants me to name my faction? How about name, survival, Darwinism. And the settlement's name is Doo-Doo. No. You know, we'll name it after our bird that was lost. Farter. Krondorfer of Farter. She's being chased by someone named Muffin, who is a surgeon and just came out of the ocean with a club. Made of marble. She's soaking wet, and she's an undergrounder living outdoors. Who are these people? To be honest, I like the invader a little bit more. Maybe we'll capture her and try to convert her to our cause. I like her even better than the person that she chased here. Okay, Krondorfer, just grab a bow. Oh yeah, you're incapable of violence. Well, why couldn't it be the other way around? I like the attacker named Muffin better. Undugu and she would go toe-to-toe in melee combat since they have the same skill level, and I can't really give myself much of an unfair advantage without maiming her, so I'm going to have to maim her. Krondorfer, you're going to be a permanent cleaner, and you're gonna be a farmer too. Undugu, just stand behind the spike traps and wait for this. I don't want her to die though. But I know if Undugu gets hurt, he might have a mental break. Ah, well, let's just equip the wooden... Oh. You know, I think we're just gonna sit this one out. Muffin, you might die. Sorry, babe. Just go about your day inside. Muffin will probably set fire to our non-existent fields. Oh no, she's destroying the... Oh, god damn it. Why do these people do this shit? You are an internet troll. Okay, that's too bad. Oh, we just doubled our efficiency. Krondorfer, I don't like you, but, I need a farmer, and you'll be my indentured servant. You can also... Oh. No, you don't butcher other human beings. I'll leave that to me. I'll do that. Only Undugu gets to do that. That's an Undugu exclusive. You just go about your merry day, in your own merry way. No, don't bury that body, Krondorfer. You can't have that. In fact, unmake the grave. I don't even want... Why would you even do that? You know, you're going to... conform to my way of life. Conform. You're gonna have to sleep on the ground tonight, Krondorfer. You are not gonna like it here, I guarantee it, but eventually you will change. You too will change. Ah, finally, I've dreamed of having an indentured servant. Now, since she's a planter and a cook, we can have her do those tasks, and we can leave Undugu to concentrate on the more important stuff. Like throwing up and butchering human bodies. Oh, this will really bring his mood up. He needs this right now. And now we can get meal workflow going. We should just clean up our kitchen. Or if you'd call it a kitchen. Technically, it's just outside. Undugu's back in a fine mood because he has cannibalism back. And we're finally creating stone blocks for our new home. Krondorfer's upset about the human butchering, but it was for her own protection, so I'm fine with it. Let her go on a catharsis, let her go crazy. It'll just buff her mood. She's also been insulted by Undugu, and already they don't like each other. This is off to a fantastic start between the two. Actually, exactly as I imagined it would be. No worries, we'll get you both separated before too long. Some rogue seagulls have started taking over my home. I don't like them, and we might have to are they gonna eat the... No, they're fine, okay. Go in peace. Go in peace, gulls. They're very aggressive, though, with the kiwis, and I think that they usually win these fights against the kiwis. No, this one's pretty... Ooh, this kiwi might murder this seagull. Oh, an embarrassment for all of kiwi kind. Its tail was bitten off. Wow, okay. Great. Animal violence. He's back in good health and he's cleaning up now. My next task will be to wall in this shoreline, and we want to surround it in coral walls. Something like this. We'll just max out the area that we can use for coral. There we go, and he's got his first coral wall. Interesting, interesting. If we go down far enough, we could actually spread out our wind turbine to this area. Now, it's an ambitious project, but ultimately I'd like to wall in the lagoon. Just go down the hatch, Undugu. Undugu's building a bed for... Krondorfer. I can't say her name. It's weird. Next, we can start to give them coral tiles so that they aren't so miserable in these rooms. Oh, we're being raided by the Gagor kinship. They're definitely a kinship, and it's one guy with a club. I feel like these raids aren't that strong. That's all you got? Alright, I'm playing with fire here, but this guy would be another great capture. I'm gonna see if I can fight him after he gets through one spike trap. Good name on this guy, Flamingo. White Flamingo. Fall back behind the wall. Fall back, my people. Fall back. It's time to create a secret door next. Now, as our invader comes in, I'll create a secret door here. Good, now you're drafted. Get outside. He's setting fire to the fields. Come over here, come on. Now we're going to have to shoot him. We're going to have to shoot him. Fuck. Okay, get back behind the wall, get back behind the wall. Okay. Make yourself useful. Krondorfer, go put out the fire. Okay, Flamingo is headed back, and shoot him in the face. Now run. Okay, don't get hurt. Don't get hurt. Oh, wow, that is not... That is so ill-advised. Okay, Kromdorfer put out the fire. Okay, this is now a prisoner room. Undugu, we need to capture this man. He's actually quite good, and I want to bring him over to our side. Flamingo and Undugu. It's a perfect combination. Okay, tend to him, but no medicine. No medicine, and he has been oh shit, he's been stabbed in the heart. You know what, Kromdorfer, you take care of him, Undugu put out the fire. That's a much better solution. This makes me happier. And she'll also be needing a new bed. She's going to have to sleep in the same room as Undugu, I fear. Okay, use your magical hands. Use your magical hands. Oh, this fire is spreading a lot. And we have a low psychic drone. Thanks, Randy, thanks. I shouldn't have challenged you. Well, we expected her to have a catharsis anyway. Don't... Okay. Well, we just lost the medicine. We just lost the medicine. Can you send Rain too? I just want another maniac to join me. There's nothing so... We didn't take anything off of him, so there's nothing so debilitating. Come on there, you can do it. You can do it, it's just spreading rapidly. And she's going on a tantrum. Did she at least finish with him? She did finish tending to him. Fantastic job. Okay, Undugu's going to eat a meal so that he doesn't go mad. And then right after that, can you please put out that fire, man? Okay, Undugu, I might beat her up if she tries to destroy something valuable. Will it be something valuable? Nope. Alright, she's fine. Just the walls, that's... The fire is almost beaten out. Good, good. And we still have some of the medicine left. Very bad condition, but okay. Oh, she recovered. Great, and now she's gonna tend to him. She got a poor quality bed, but... Yeah, well, I guess that Flamingo is more important. Her mood's back up. Very good, very good. One night of insanity followed by a week of stability. He should be difficult to recruit, but we're still going to persist. Okay, rim crabs have joined our colony. Abandoned or lost have wandered into the area. Food! They really do look like the Kenshi ones. That's 10 rim crabs, though, on our side. I need to train them to attack people. I need to train them all. Okay, just do your worst, lest crabs be sicked on you. This will be amazing. They'll at least defend us from the local seagulls, which have decimated the local kiwi population. And I can just picture them, a whole farm of crabs patrolling my lagoon, walled in, fighting an army of mechanoids that... Yeah, I'll leave the rest to your imagination. Now, I'm going to start taking Undugu off of cooking, because it's just too much of a side job for him to perform. Instead... trained the crabs using coconuts. The crab whisperer, they called him. Crabs belong in birdland. Stay away from my home. God, imagine trying to train a crab and recruit a man named Flamingo. Ooh, the crabs have gotten the plague. More medical experience. That's what I see this as. We'll build them crab beds over here. I guess they'll use these. Oh, Rim Crab 7, yes, just take a load off. Good, Krondorfer will care for you. Poor Rim Crab. Just feed the crabs, feed them. Use the good meals. Use all of the good meals. We have pretty much infinite coconuts, and food is not a problem. Look at all these crabs, they're like, I couldn't eat another bite. Good, just what I wanted. Train them to be a crab circus. Oh, an eclipse. What just crashed? Oh, ship chunks, alright. Oh, we'll take that, it's free components. We must be in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle. I can't think of any other way to describe what's going on. 10 crabs have joined me. Spaceship chunks are falling out of the sky. People keep coming up out of the ocean. At least it's entertainment. I think we'll also move the rim crab beds over here. It's just not convenient for me to move this far every day. Oh! No, he was so young. Fuck. The plague has killed Rim Crab 7. Is it gross to eat him? Oh, Rim Crab 4 has developed an immunity. I told you there was Darwinism going on this island. Ooh, prison break. Ooh, no. We were doing such a good job with you, though. Okay, we need to... He just walked out the door. The door was open. Why was the door open? Why was the door open? Okay, well, at least he's just hitting... Okay, let's use Krondorfer, who's on a sad wander, as a meat shield. He's bringing a tusk with him. He's near the weapons, too? That can't be good. Ooh, shit. Shit, he has a bow. Okay, we're going to need to force him into some... Oh, he went down the hatch! He's underground! What is he doing next? That was weird. Okay, here's what you do, Undugu. Shoot him before he gets himself killed, and come on. Oh, go down, baby. He's not dead. Okay, we need to capture him again. He is going to be so pissed about this. Jesus, you will regret that, man. I'm going to recruit you. I want this guy in my life. I want him. Thank God you're not dead. No, don't wander into that, Krondorfer. Oh, she got stabbed with a thrumbo horn, too, in the right leg. And a seagull is self-tamed. Okay, seagull won. This is turning out to be very Randy random. Everyone is dead and a bunch of animals have joined us. Classic Randy. Well, you won't die again. Eventually, I want to use you to mine out underneath the island for me. And I can't argue because it's more medical practice for, well, medical malpractice for Undugu. I hope she recovers from her stab. Oh, all my crabs got the flu. All right, crabs, you're on your own. I got enough people to worry about. Look at all the blood on the floor right now. I can hardly find time in the day for horseshoes. And finally, he has a mediocre room. Maybe he'll join us now. Now I have a vision of power, and I want it set up here. We can wall in this section, have walled-in power, and make it safe for our people. Okay, don't mess this one up, Undugu. I got one good chance. He got it. Now we can't do much with it right now, but it is a source of power for when we find more steel. And we got a bulk goods trader. That's something we needed. This might be an answer to our prayers. Everything is tainted right now. Oh, please accept my crap. I'm selling them the seagull, and I'm buying a lot more steel. Finally, we'll have power. Build power conduits through the walls, and let there be light. At long last, at long last. We've waited for this day, and I'm selling off some of the crabs. I need the components more. Goodbye, Seagull 1, Rim Crab 2, and Rim Crab 3. A better life awaits you out there in the ocean. Oh, he's saying goodbye. He doesn't want to go. It's a bittersweet leaving. I think 5 crabs is plenty to keep me company. Or what are we at? I still have 7 crabs, which is more than enough. Oh, and they left a gift of 120 silver. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. A wanderer joined from the Pecs. He's willing to contribute, but he will not leave voluntarily. If I don't want Pecs, I can banish him, sell him into slavery, or simply kill him. Right? He does. God, look at that flow. He's an inventor with an auto pistol. He's a transhumanist. He's soaking wet. Slow learner misogynist. Okay, this is officially the colony where everybody hates each other, but he's good at crafting. All right, I'll take him. He's fine. He can craft coral blocks all the time for all I care. And now they can all sleep in separate crappy rooms. We get the flu. Growing pains here, growing pains here. We want Undugu to survive, so we'll give him really good medicine. Quality 100%. He'll be fine. It's Pecs that I'm worried about, but now we have herbal medicine. We will beat the crap out of him just so that we can get him into bed. Rescue him, care for him, and then go back to bed. Come on, you shouldn't be up and about. You have to stay in bed for your flu. Much better, much better. And he'll be fine. We're having a thunderstorm burn down a lot of trees on the island, but there's too much going on at home. I think I just have to leave this one to spread. The number of trees is crazy now anyway. And the rains put out the fire again. And last but not least, I'm going to start storing things underground. It's hideous up here, and we should just get rid of it all. If we have the Z-Levels mod, let's make use of it. Dump everything downstairs. Oh, and this is gonna be our last test before safety. We're being raided by the devils. These people, ooh, they're pretty well armed too. Okay, Rim Crabs, you know what to do. Okay, I made a new zone called Attack for the Rim Crabs. Just hang out in here in the lagoon. You all stay in there and I'll shoot them from behind a wall. Pecs has to stay in bed this time. I think Undugu's well enough to fight though. I've raised you for this, to pinch the living. Okay, they're coming from across the... Are they going in cover? Oh, they're going by the beach. They'll be attacking on the left side. That's actually better than I thought would happen. Undugu's practically recovered, and Pecs still needs to stay in bed. This one's gonna be a shootout, but I'm keeping Undugu in cover. Maybe they'll come for my crabs first. Good, good. Get a shot in. Get back near the wall. Stay in cover, stay in cover. There go the Rim Crabs. There they go. There goes one. After him, I say. Consume him. Consume him. Oh, shit. Okay, fall back. There's 2 shooters now. Go out, crabs, go out. The valiant attack. Please, oh, help me, God. Why did I recruit an army of crabs to help me? At least they're cannon fodder. Good, after her, after her. I need to bring in Pecs. It's too dangerous. Go grab that pistol. And Undugu can stand in the... Good! Ah, they're fleeing! Let him run. We've defended our home. We've defended it. Oh, and the crabs are eating her! Good for you, crabs. Good for you. They ate her head off. Back to Birdland. Now Undugu's developed an immunity to his flu. Pecs is just about there, and it looks like he'll pull through with that tending quality. Undugu can repair the walls, and now I'll set him off to mining out the rest of our new stockpile zone. Okay, Pecs has developed an immunity and he should recover. And Pecs seems to have started hauling things downstairs, so we should be organized soon. Great, he's bringing down all the supplies. I'm genuinely excited. They have an underground storage base now. We can expand that to hit more of the walls. And Undugu can finish off with the floors. I have a slaver visiting. I think this guy's already come to our base. But we don't really need any of this, nor can we afford it. So... yeah, I want to recruit our man anyway. Now with everything stored safely underground, we get a gift. A short bow from their union. And if not perfect, our island home is safe and we're ready for a new expansion tomorrow. I'd say that we want to replace all the walls with coral, probably wall in our power supply, actually get batteries going, and then start to build underground because this is going to be a new area we can work in. Anyway, I'm really enjoying this colony. I like doing fewer colonists right now because there's just... I can focus on the role play of it. I don't know why. It's just more gratifying to see one colonist progress a lot right now. Undugu's skills have come a really long way. He's particularly good at construction. He just needs artistic. We'll get him in there with some art eventually, but he's grinded a lot. Or ground a lot. I guess you grind... whatever he's done. He is my special colonist, and I love him. Welcome back to our life on an island. Last time, 10 rim crabs joined us, so now we just have an army of crabs running around. You left a lot of good name suggestions, so I decided on Mr. Krabs. Whoops, that one's female. Claudia, Krabby, Kingler, Crab Rave, Dr. Zoidberg, and I was going to name this one the Fresh Pinch of Bel Air, but I have only enough room for the Fresh Pinch, so I just have to live with that. Will Smith would be proud. Next, I have to bring power downstairs, because ultimately I want to move all their lodgings downstairs. It's far safer down here, and I could make the upstairs be entirely for security and prisoner holding. Afterward, we'll need to dig deep. So I'm starting with a steel power transmitter column, and this should bring power above and below. Now, there'll be more over time, but I'm just hoping that we'll luck out on some steel as we go. That's good, Undugu. Just build that steel power transfer column, and great. Before much else, I want to make sure that we get power transmitted between levels, and we can't really go out on this quest, unfortunately. And I can't believe I almost forgot this in my playthrough. From the beginning, it had been my goal to create a banana republic. And that's what belongs here. Now we're really upping our recruitment chances with Flamingo. We want to get him to join ASAP because he's a good miner. And he also has the undergrounder trait. And he's a fantastic miner, just as good as Undugu. And he's also evil. And if that didn't seem like a lot of tasks, we also need to start surveying underground for steel and components. Although it looks like only coral, I'm sure there's got to be some deeper down here. And we can always go to deeper levels if we don't find anything at first. Our banana farm has begun. And we have a blight on the heel root. Ooh, that hurts. We just lost all of our heal root. Now, lest it taint the bananas. Ooh, this should be satisfying to see. Yes, do it. Oh, good. Save them. Ah, huzzah, the blight is gone. Next, we can start to expand our coral wall to encompass more of the island. And claim more land. It's starting to remind me more and more of Cuba. I love Cuba. The next trick will be to add shelves so that the room doesn't get so ugly. And that way we can efficiently cut stone blocks without having to go up and down the stairs all the time. And after an absurd amount of resistance lowering, Flamingo's perhaps ready to join us soon. We can reinstall our horseshoes pin at a safer location, and our crabs can make love in peace. Krabby has been fertilized. Who is the father? Hell if I know. There they go, off to crab sleep. Only some of them use. Why do they not? Okay, they should all go to bed. Sleep wherever you're comfortable. Carb and Dr. Zoidberg are really getting along. Ooh, their eggs have been fertilized. I've never had to care for rim crab eggs. They'll need a crab barn. Okay, some sort of lean-to out here. And we could just wall in those eggs. Put on a wooden door. Wow, raising crabs. I never thought I'd see the day. And we'll set this the preferred spot for eggs. Animal eggs. Never thought I'd see the day. I'm going to be a father. 2 crabs. Make that 3. My newest problem is the unbelievable amount of dirt. But we must be doing something right if our new war is one on dirt and not against raiders. I'm also fighting a war on nudity, so we're going to need some cotton plants. A jade meteorite has struck the earth in the middle of the ocean. Now, jade is a wonderful material. It can skyrocket mood boosts and make everyone completely happy in your colony. But it would also skyrocket our wealth, which is rising daily with the growing crab crab population, so I'm content to leave the jade there for a while, until a trader comes along. Until then, coral is fine. Well, I think it's time to give Pex what he's always wanted. He's a transhumanist, and he feels limited in his feeble human body. Now, the only thing that he will take that's not going to be so debilitating would be installing a denture, a wooden jaw. Don't ask me why, he's just always going to be upset if he doesn't have this. And so I'll do it out of love. Well, that's weird. It can't happen unless if there's herbal medicine nearby. And for that, he needs to be on the lower floor for it to be sensed. Alright, just someone do this at some point. We'll set up a new shelf for herbal medicine. Alright, Pex, are you ready? Scalpel? Sponge, wooden jaw. Hopefully this won't kill him. I just want him to be happy. Well, let me just clean up the operating room. There we go. Clean it up, clean it up. All the sand off the floor. There, much better. Continue the operation. And there we go. He's going to be happy. And he's pleased about his body part. Now 2 out of 3 of my colonists are happy. The other one needs pants, and she's jealous. And Undugu's finally had some luck. Compacted steel underground. We can use this. Hopefully it will open up a vein, and we can find even more of this stuff. Yes, that was right. There is more behind. Now, although it's rare when you do find it, usually there's a lot of it. More spacecraft landed nearby. In the lagoon. Oh, more I almost lost these crab eggs. Why are these crabs trying to abort their children? Krabby didn't want her child. I'll save it. I'll save it. I'll adopt your crabs. Even if Krabby can't have you. Now, crabs eat vegetables, raw meat, corpses, seeds, live plants, meals, processed foods, liquor, and kibble. So I think devil's claw leaves work in that too. And I'm gonna make an area for them to store them. I don't want my crabs having their children out in the open. Keep my crabs safe and home. A crab barn. It's just wacky enough to work. Let these crabs eat. Let these crabs fuck. Let them be happy. There they go, eating the... Please eat them. I mean, it's special for you. Come home, my crabs. Come home like the prodigal son. We finally have a crab farm. Oh, they're loving it here. They're loving it. Yes. Fall in love here. Kingler and Crab rave. Ah, and they can just eat off the coconut trees. Well, that's quite fortunate. We'll grow them even more coconut trees for crab meals. We can't do... never mind. Alright, just... You're on your own, crabs. Now, armed with enough steel, we can transmit it power downstairs. And I've set Undugu off to do some cleaning. Next, he should start his research. And we'll also put in a lamp just to make sure that the power is set up right. And it looks like the power is transmitting from the upstairs, so we can get light downstairs, which should help combat some of those undergrounder statuses, you know, like they won't be tired or upset if they're in the dark. And great, we're finishing off our research on batteries and we'll have sustainable power. I'd also like a light in here eventually, or really just to move the entire research operation somewhere else. There we go. Much better. Have some light by which to study Undugu. The next thing I really want is microelectronics. It's pretty much a game breaker, and we've had good enough relations that we could have some traders come in. Now, as time goes on, I'm going to start to move operations underground. So for me, that means wider hallways, and eventually bedrooms for our colonists downstairs. I just like the look and feel of it. You don't have to agree with me. And this is more or less the structure that we'll go for. It's going to be like Hoth from Star Wars. Pretty much a snow base, except it's all coral. Upstairs will eventually just be to fend off raiders. And raise my crabs. Shit, my crabs are running out of food. They don't eat devil's claw? Damn these crabs. Will they at least eat bananas? Will my crabs go hungry? Shame. My crabs eat neither devil's claw leaves nor bananas. What else will whet their appetite? Okay, crabs be free. Crabs be free. Like a ranch. We've almost completely shattered the resistance of Flamingo. And we're being raided by the Nabo World Accord. These people have guns. Guns and knives, but they're terrible shots and bad at melee. In the words of Eminem, I'm not afraid. Do your worst, Nabo World Tribe. Pex and I are armed to the teeth. We will destroy you. So, sealing back in my crabs, we'll assume the position of defense and cower in the doorway. And they've veered off to the side. I honestly think we could start a shootout with these guys, though, and probably win just out on the beaches. Here we go, Mael, and come on, Pex. Ooh, Pex's right arm is really screwed up, but he is also not wearing a shirt, and he's been shot twice. Okay, you've got to back out of this one, buddy. He is really screwed up. This guy does have a flak jacket. Okay, we got a hit in. Death in 17 hours. Undugu might want to retreat here. Pex desperately needs emergency treatment. Okay, Krondorfor, just stand by. He's bleeding out. Okay, he'll make it. It's just, I don't want Undugu to get shot. Otherwise, we'll be relying on spike traps for defense, and they might kill my crabs and set fire to my fields. Well, Undugu's managed to avoid getting shot. Ooh, fuck. I should not have said that. Okay, Undugu, run back. He's been shot. He keeps getting shot in the kidneys. This is really not good for your kidneys. Okay, crabs, get back to the safe space. I want all crabs on security force duty. Subdue this bandit. They're beginning their assault. Well, if they do die, we get a good revolver and a sheep wool bowler hat. I dare you to get past my crab. No, don't set fire, don't set fire. Oh, shit. I can't really do anything about it, but yeah. Okay, ooh, no, okay, the fresh pinch. Okay, great. No, don't get on my roof. They're on the roof just doing something. Okay, and they are fleeing. And good. Okay, he is, just gone. We'll have to put out that fire. Pratt, I don't like you. You're going to die in 3 hours and you're very badly maimed, so hope you had a nice life. Our people are safe and Krondorfer is putting out the fire. Thank you, Krondorfer. You have earned your place in our colony. I was wrong about you. I was wrong. Crabs back to Birdland. Oh, yes, teamwork makes dreams work. We lost half the medicine, but we saved the bananas. Yes, good, my people, good. Save our farm, whatever it is, our resort. There we go. Well done, team. And Undugu gets a good revolver. And Undugu also gets dinner. As well as a flak jacket. That's pretty nice. The Food Network. And Krondorfer will also be less upset by wearing tainted clothing than being naked. And so I stand by it. Well, Krondorfer's almost completely reduced the resistance of Flamingo, so I'd say he's just about ready to join us. And a wanderer has joined, an Herb-World rebel named Sergeant. We're getting up near the maximum number. He's another bowler-hatted guy coming out of the ocean. Okay, he's good at construction. I hate his traits. Okay, well, at least he'll just do construction. He'll pretty much just do that all the time. Hey, not everybody comes in with a bowler hat. And if he doesn't fit in, there are other ways of disposing with him. Next, we'll start to build out a power room. A place we can store our batteries. And we can give Sergeant our first underground bedroom. There he goes. And we'll see if this conflicts with the upstairs. He got a normal quality bed. And yes, we're finally getting recruitment on Flamingo. All of the resistance is gone. It's taken a long-ass time. And another rare thrombose. I prefer the term expendable, and also expensive. Finally, a mining partner, and we can add batteries to our shit show. Transport pod crash. That's a lot of colonists at once. This gentleman's a hard worker, night owl, and an optimist. Incapable of caring. Not particularly good at anything, but this is a nice trait. And so is this. If I can't save him, I can't eat him. Welcome aboard, lad. Krondorfer, go save him. And will he expire? Will he expire? 3 hours? 3 hours? He is not doing well. Okay, just save him right here on the spot if you can. He got cut on the neck and torso. Ooh, he's addicted to alcohol. Not such a bad addiction, though. He has an itchy stab scar. Maybe he could pull through. I want him in my life. I hope that he joins us. And the batteries are charging. Now this I find a more suitable habitation. Oh, I didn't even notice this baby rim crabs. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 more rim crabs. They're adorable. Looking upstairs, it appears that Houston has decided to join. Houston is thankful that you rescued him. Houston is thankful that you rescued him. He has decided that he would rather stay than leave and is joining your colony. I hope nobody's angry at us instead. Well, now we are literally the AA support group. He's addicted to alcohol. And we don't have any beer, so we have these underground meetings that will have to suffice. Okay, if he recovers, that would be wonderful. He's in good hands here. He's in good hands. And we got a party going on with Krondorfer. Didn't picture her as the partying type, but okay. Okay, she's throwing a party at the fire. And Houston has 1 beer. He's contributing. I guess that's his last one. That's actually quite sad. No, he had 4 left. All right. We'll just force him to throw away the rest. Okay, we need to just slowly wean him off of this. I haven't dealt with an addiction in a while. Okay, he feels better. All right. I guess we could just condone it for a while anyway. Oh, we recruited Flamingo. Exactly what I wanted. Now, this guy is a fantastic miner, and I need him to be with us. Great. Wonderful. Now we can practically just have a specialized miner. And he also happens to be a fairly decent doctor as well. So I'm just gonna assign him permanently to mining. And down in the deep, we're gonna start our new home down here. We have 3 excellent miners at our side, and I think we can practically just move the entire colony underground, except for the crab farm and and all of the power. Obviously, that'll need to stay up here. Ooh, a plague on the crabs. Nevertheless, we can now delete all of this stockpile zone from the hallways and make our new rooms into the actual stockpile zones. That and give people bedrooms down here. I don't think it's going to harm them so badly just to be in the darkness for a while. We can light it up, and they shouldn't be underground too long that they get the undergrounder debuff. Just in general, I think it's more secure too. Up here, they're kind of exposed to attack. And we have a heat wave, an unusually bad event. This is why we need to start cooling down our underground. I anticipated that this would happen, and I wanted to insulate us from the temperature. So let's just fill the entire floor with passive coolers, and 1 for each bedroom. For now, it's the best we can do. And much as expected, it seems to be cooler downstairs. It's 102 degrees Fahrenheit up here, but when we go down the stairs, it's 81 and 76 in the room, so I don't know if I should attribute this to the passive cooler upstairs and if temperature transfers in that way, but maybe we have a little bit more insulation downstairs? Hard to say, hard to say. Now it's 122 degrees above ground, and even in the house it's 118. But below ground, it's still 63 to 77, so I definitely say that we have a either better insulation or it's just the passive coolers taking over. One or the other, though, we're safer under here, so. Now, Houston might go crazy. He's experiencing the massive pain of an alcohol withdrawal, and I think he drank all the alcohol. And we've got most of our colony underground at this point. It's just Krondorfer, really just Krondorfer who's sleeping upstairs. They don't move furniture very well between floors, so I'm okay with that. She was going to snap anyway. Let her have a catharsis and feel good. She's hot. Now we have 3 minor break risks. 1 due to alcohol withdrawal, 1 due to heat stroke, and 1 due to not having any pants. I need to take care of my people. And a daze. She was jealous of Sergeant's bedroom. Underground. Okay, Pex, you know what to do. Help her. Good. Good, just bring her back with love. Okay, we will rescue you from yourself. Well, this is awkward. It turns out that we can't actually rescue her between levels. Every time I try to bring her downstairs, she just gets stuck in this infinite loop. So we need her to just weather this horrible, inhospitable condition upstairs. No, can he take her? Oh, in fact, he can. I stand corrected. Well, this is a funny happenstance. And she'll recover from heat stroke. Very good, very good. An addiction council is passing by. Sammy Garador. I wonder what he's good at. Maybe he can help us. And a tortoise is self-tamed. To Birdland with you. Join the crabs. And we can finally get more power going down here. For some reason, I don't think that the energy is transferring from the upper floor. I'm creating power up here and trying to send it down to the batteries, but they just don't seem to be linking right up. So, this is the best I can do. And we're being raided by the devils again. These people hate us. Still only 1 guy. At the 2nd hardest difficulty. I don't know why Randy doesn't kill me more, but I've questioned him in the past, to my own failures, so I won't do it again. Well, I'm sending everyone to the defense this time. All of you can get drafted. Prepare to die, Bob. Stop, criminal scum. We'll just hide in the trees and shoot him in the face. Everyone's in position, everyone's in position. Okay, shoot him in the face. Great job, Pete. Good. Oh, wow, none of those shots hit. Great, we've hit Bob with in the right lung and the torso. Well done, people. Well done. Wow, we're gonna need some training. We're gonna need some real training here. A flamingo has decided to join us. Okay, to Birdland. There's a lot of danger right here, though. And Flamingo has ironically been shot right here. Oh, we didn't even get to eat him. All right, my people. Okay, just go back to your lives. Well, right now I'm playing on Blood and Dust, but maybe I should turn it up to the most difficult difficulty. I don't like playing on it because I'll get sent diseases more often, but you know, let's just wait till some terrible shit happens. Anyway, we have a really decent underground setup now. And I'd say that we're ready to start specializing in duties. Not duties. Yeah, duties. Not like doo-doo duties, but like duty, like, you know, jobs. So now, it's time to divvy up the tasks next time. I think we can get some actual research going now. We'll probably put on Doogu up to that. Ooh, he's doctoring now, though. And then after that, our colony is full speed ahead. I don't see anything limiting us anymore. It's just organizing and... well, that's pretty much it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying this Island Paradise playthrough as much as I am. I'm glad that we struck metal, because I was worried that wouldn't happen, but it did. So there's supposed to also be components down here, and cross your fingers for that, because we got a long ways to go, but I'm liking the way it's going. And the animals are pretty unexpected, but fun too. Welcome back to the Survival Island. In the last video, we recruited an army of animals. Mostly crabs, but a tortoise and a flamingo joined. Unfortunately, I lost my save, so I'm down a flamingo. And in a deja vu-like way, I need to fight Bob all over again, who has been reincarnated as himself. So I need to kill him again. Though now armed with actual guns, it should be a one-sided victory. I look forward to his humiliation. Well, Sergeant's been shot, but this guy's actually great target practice for us. We're all pretty crap at shooting still, and we've slain him again. Sucks to be you. Sucks to be you. Now, we want to make our lives as pleasant as possible here on the island, so that means smoothing out all the walls and floors in our bedrooms. Plus, I just like the look of smooth coral. Now, this task is ultra time-consuming, but it will generally improve their happiness. And we have enough colonists that we can set them aside to this task. We also need rice. It seems that we're running low on food on this island. And my tortoise wants to eat the cotton, so I'm giving him a new area. Tortoise land on the other side of the island. Stay away from me. I banish you. And the crabs actually want the cotton too. Away with all of you. To tortoise land, I banish you until the cotton is grown. And just like that, they're taking over the lagoon. And since Undugu's so stable, I'm going to have him clean out the entire downstairs tonight. This should pay off for the other colonists because they would go crazy if they did it. I know one guy here is very reliable. And since we want to quicken the speed by which they can smooth, we'll build out from our power source so that we can build lights as they smooth the rooms. We're ready to light up our rooms. This will ultimately make smoothing faster as a process. And ultimately this gives us better than awful bedrooms, which is what we're kind of aiming at. Ooh, Rimcrab 5 hit a trap and died. It's a meal. It's a meal. Though we should probably take the animal beds out of here. We'll put them outside our home instead. We still have a lot more baby crabs on the way. But I couldn't save you. I couldn't save you from yourself. Now we have a harvest of medicine and another harvest of bananas. Krondorfer has become more or less a full-time farmer and cook, with just a little bit of help from Pex. And we have a psychic soothe on females. Now we've managed to get our bedrooms up to mediocre and dull, and that's going to go a long way for our colonists. That makes them very happy. A granite meteorite? Well, I'm sure we can use it. What I'm wondering is if the lagoon is still underneath it, or if there's just solid rock now. And now Undugu can just improve Kromdorfer's room while she sleeps without disturbing her, and I think we can get her up to dull for the night. And, well, we got close anyway. We have a man-under pack of monkeys from the ocean. Just two. We need to shoot them. I see no alternative. Come on, everybody, monkeys are dangerous. They're actually quite terrifying animals. Nothing like Curious George. Here they come. Everybody get out the guns. We'll just traverse the lagoon. There we go. This one is in flight. He doesn't want the bananas. Well, that's odd. Very peculiar behavior. Okay, here we go. The fight to the death with the monk. Good, good, good. And the jobs are just piling up. Our flamingo has self-tamed once again. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. To Tortoise Land. And Krondorfer's been struck with gut worms. And we'll just clean up the colony a bit. Ooh, a visitor. Marulo Balas. He's a traitor. We just need to bury a few of these dead and rotting corpses. We've had them around for a while. It's time to clean this place up. I don't really like his trade goods. He can go on. He can go on. We're going to create kind of a mausoleum out of respect for the dead. Good tidings, we have 9 gold from the Bakua Union. Next, I want to open up a series of workshops downstairs. Krondorfer's gone on an insulting spree. You know what that means. I'm sorry. We can't survive it. Please believe me. This really reminds me of that scene from Clockwork Orange. She's mostly okay. And she's in good hands. Now we can get a stone cutting workshop, and maybe even combine it with an art workshop, and just smooth out the other walls so we can run wire through. And suddenly we're making coral blocks, and our rim crabs caught the flu. We've got a little flash storm. Do it for the firemen. You'd think that they'd have hoses by now, rather than just beating it out with their hands. Fortunately, it's contained. The fire is out. Now on to crab naming. Like, subscribe. This one is a female. Several of you had suggested Mrs. Krabapple, so I guess that has to make this one Jimmy Nutrin. This one could be Sebastian, you also suggested. David, or perhaps Jesus. Ezekiel. Seymour Clavage. Bend Over. Going with the fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme. What are other Will Smith films? I, Robot. I think we'll just leave the tortoise and flamingo as what they are. Sergeant has a fire starting spree. We need to beat him up. Ooh,
damn, you are an evil, evil man. There's something wrong with you, Jesus. What is wrong with you, man? Beat him with love. Beat him with love. And we got him down. Great. Cargo pods with tons of fox meat in the lagoon. Sergeant's back to normal. Who does that? And there's a party upstairs, but no one's attending. Everyone wants to smooth the stone. Now a mad local tortoise. Not exactly a fast problem. And the perfect trap to be sprung? Bingo. Now Undugu's a real miner, and we're shoveling through these walls. My rim crabs, they need more grass. I have too many crabs to care for. It's depleting the island. I've let the flu take my rim crabs. There's just too many. Couple sad wanders here. I'm just gonna wait for the catharses to come back up. We'll consolidate our gains in a moment. We now have a room for research. Though I think that our rim crabs are more trouble than they're worth. They're holding up my workflow and making my colonists sick. It might be time to eat a few. Not all of them, just the ones I don't like. The ones that have the flu. Claudia, Carlton, they're dying on their own anyway, and we have our cook back. Now, we seem to have a new problem. It seems that Undugu can't sense the coral chunks here to pick them up. I don't know why, he's just not capable of looking here. They're incompatible. So I'm gonna try to build him another shelf and see if this fixes things up. And he does appear to be doing better with this now. To what, I don't know what to attribute it. But now he's started picking them up off the floor again. I'm fine with that. I'm just now seeing them make a push to start cleaning, and it's making me really happy. This place has been filthy for too long, and it's so gratifying to see them finally clean up after themselves. And the windmill working, and the cotton growing, and the rim crabs pinching, and all my resources safely stored away. Ah yes, clean that room. You don't know how good that feels. Now we just need a light for research. Power it up, give everyone coral end tables. There we go. And coral dressers as well. And now everybody's completely comfortable. Extremely and luxuriantly comfortable all around. This is what I call a colony. Now with stability, maybe we could actually get some research done and get off of this rock. Just a little bit more hard labor, and furniture building, and eating, and stone block cutting, and cleaning, really furious cleaning, and picking of the fields. And we've almost overcome an alcohol withdrawal on Houston. Or Houston? Maybe it's Houston. And more furious cleaning, which I find extremely satisfying. And we have enough food to feed an army now. Or drive off a man-hunting pack of iguanas that came out of the ocean again. Just do it to me, not my animals. Leave them alone. You can take what you want and leave. Alright, everyone. Get to the front lines. We have lizards to kill. The first of many in an equally climactic rainstorm. Don't get caught out alone in the open, lest they devour your flesh. You know, I once had a pet iguana. His name was Luigi. He wasn't like these ones, though. He was good. Back when iguanas were good and didn't feast on man flesh. I think we'll switch over from banana trees to rice, or even corn. We need it. Next, we can store away the last few chunks and other items. Clear out our hallways. Now it's only a dull hallway. And our underground is now, dare I say it, civilized. I'd say that the last step in our massive shit show is to mine to the edge of the map. I want to see if I can use the map edge to filter out the rest of my heat from the refrigerator. I've never seen how underground heat systems work, and I'm eager to try them out. An insulting spree. I'd prefer that you not do that. I'd really prefer not. You, Houston, die. Rescue. They're really digging at these walls fast now. Now I'll build the fridge something like this. We can smooth the wall surfaces up to there, though we actually can't build out here any further. This won't work. This was a bad idea. We're now stuck with this under overhead mountain. Cancel the rest. Anyway, I have a new idea. I really want a refrigerator back here. And if we mine out to the edge and throw a party without him, and now we should be able to conduct the test. Will we create a heat vacuum, or will we create some sort of explosion chamber by trying to cool this fridge? Okay, we've lowered the targeted temperatures. Now it's cooling down on the inside. And since it's a heat mover, alright, it looks like that this passageway over here is staying the same temperature, so we should be safe to cool our food this way. I think we just created an underground fridge that somehow works. Okay, it is rising now, it is rising. 67, and on the surface it's hotter. So that's about the same as the surface temperature. I think we're gonna be safe with this. This was the right move. We can create a fridge like this. Let's put a new high priority area for food, and now they'll move in the remaining ingredients in there. We've frozen our food safely, and we've created civilized life. It was not that difficult. That was actually quite easy. I'm going to take Undugu off of hauling and cleaning. Down here we have technology and safety, and comfort. And upstairs we have an attractive island oasis, and a bunch of dead bodies. years. I'm thoroughly enjoying this playthrough. I never thought we would make it to see so many colonists and so much underground development, but hey, it's happened, and I'm not complaining, and I actually get to think about the shape of my base for once, rather than getting attacked and raided. What lies next? Well, nothing but art and science. I'm going to make many coral sculptures. Nothing but coral as far as the eye can see. Ah, fine art. Harmony number 214 by Undugu for my first art. This sculpture bears an artwork of a beech tree. The triangular structure of the image almost conflicts with its neoclassical style. Neoclassical, eh? Add everything to Krondorfer's room out of jealousy. Up next is the kitchen. We'll just hollow this out, smooth out the walls, and set up a dining room here. Smooth out the research area. Smooth out the dining room. And add kitchen to the kitchen. Bring over the power cables. I'm turning up the difficulty. That all you got? I'll regret this. Ooh, fire out of nothing. Attach a light. Light the light. Your tortoise is self-tamed. Kiwi's gone mad. And there's a flash storm. Not funny. His right second toe was destroyed. Being raided. The Boar Covenant. A larger group now. I'm still not scared. Our wealth is decreased. And I have weapons. Here they come. Here they come. Fighting the crabs. No. It is sad. It is sad. And yet, they are expendable and delicious. And we are completely safe. Go away. Oh, the slaughter. Yeah. Another raid. I'm more well-armed. I'm a killaho. I'm a killaho. With guns. Send the non-violent downstairs. Re-equip, defend my tortoises, and get ready to smack him. Okay, we got a firefight going. 2 hits. Sergeant is really getting effed in the A. Man, ooh. He is downed. He is really badly downed. We gotta save him. He got shot in the heart. And these guys really did not give up. I wish morale were a thing. Okay, save this man's life. Save him. Bring him down the stairs. Stop the bleeding. Only 2 more hours. Jesus Christ, he's gonna survive being shot in the heart with a revolver. That's baller. And so did Flamingo. Well, I'm glad that Randy's starting to send some actual threats now. And think of all the new flavors we'll get to taste. I'm expanding out our efforts, and I'm going to build a tailoring workshop. Install a place for cloth. And we got a social fight going here. I had only 1 bite, only 1 bite. Well, our colony is functional as shit. Undugu's on a shoot frenzy. I fear nothing. I fear nothing. It's always at this time that something goes horribly wrong. But I'm gonna enjoy it before that happens. I'm actually gonna get to smooth out the rest of this place and make it nice for them. We got cargo pods with rice of all things. Let's give him an armchair. Smooth me up. Chair me up. We got good quality. Decent impressiveness. Now everybody's construction skill has been massively farmed, and almost all the remaining jobs involve hauling and cleaning. So bring over our power source and put a light in here. Add a bed to the infirmary. Hospitalize. We're taking Houston or Houston and making him into a permanent cleaner. It seems like our colony is gonna need this. Keeps everything nice and tidy. Plus it just bothers me to see it dirty. We got a manhunting pack of rats. 3 just came out of the ocean. Fight them off. Show your prowess. A mad kiwi. The animals are getting very violent suddenly. I don't trust them. I don't like them. My animals are going back to the wild. Bulk goods trader. The Aurelia and I have good relations. I'm trading my crabs. The wildlife here has gone out of control. I don't need them. To be honest, I'd rather get components. Components, neutroamine, and chem fuel. I accept your offer. You and your terriers. Goodbye, rim crabs. I love you. Especially the fresh pinch of Bel Air. But I love money more. And industry. Though something new is disturbing me, and that's that my colonists don't actually do their work priorities. They'll do things out of order. So this is quite strange. I might have to reinstall some mods just to keep everything going smoothly around here. Who else is going to cook all of this rice? And we'll build on yet another expansion. Now research can take place at a faster speed. Except for the solar flare. That is not good. Now we'll take Undugu off of other tasks and let him focus on his research. We want them to grind this out because it's going to advance our colony the most. Maybe that and construction. The lights have returned. We'll clean up the hallways. So satisfying to see it done. We'll begin to survey for more minerals. I need components, so we'll expand out in all 3 directions and find nothing but coral. Well, we're completing our research on microelectronics, and we're just about finished. And I honestly want tree sowing next. We need wood in our lives, and hydroponics to grow underground. We're living like mole people. But mole people or not, I love our colony. Next, we can start to mine out a massive new project that's actually going to make planting completely outdated, and more steel at last, and uranium underground. I never thought I'd see it, but there it is in all its glory. Next, we can build hydroponics basins, add a sun lamp, mine out the remaining steel, install a hydroponics basin, build it, link it to our power grid, and plant smoke leaf underground after struggling to power the sun lamp, which consumes a whopping 2,900 watts of power and causes the lights to flicker every day. But with the power of wood, combined with the modern miracle of deforestation, we can build more of these and survive off of wood until a manhunter chicken pack arrives out of the ocean. They landed on the beaches. We slayed everyone. Can we? Okay, they're nice, but one remains, causing trouble. And then there were none. Constant flickering of the lights is giving me epilepsy. We'll need a 4th wood-fired generator to power this place. Now it's just a matter of getting the wood, but I have an idea. And my idea just died out. I wanted to plant trees underground in planters, but you can't grow trees in planters, so I'll just have to grow smoke leaf. Was it worth it? Not really. Was it cool? Yes. And now I could grow palm trees. Nothing but palm trees as far as the eye can see. A low psychic drone, but it's no matter. Our island life is complete. I just wish I had some geothermal power. I haven't seen a single vent underground. And though my base is cool and done, I still think there's a few things that are probably being worked on. I jumped the boat pretty fast. This is still a beta mod, and I don't think it's complete yet, but it was cool, and I loved it. I made an entire house of coral fully featured with beds, coral storage, a coral art station, a coral dining room, a coral weed farm, coral research, and pre-modern power. We even had human leather. I'll definitely be excited to see what's in store with this mod for later, but I think we'll leave a bookmark in it there for a while. I have another scenario I'm dying to try out. One scenario to rule them all. One scenario to find them. And for the most part, this was quite an amazing journey. So I may be back at Survival Island, but I think for now we'll just rest in the memory of the rim crabs that were once here, and leave their beds there for the next generation to avenge Claudia and her crab kin. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I don't think I'm actually going to go any further because it's still in beta, and it's an amazing mod, but there's a few things I've seen that I just don't think will work for ongoing, so it's mostly just going to be research at this point. Anyway, you've seen what this could become, and I think it's quite amazing. I really have high hopes, and I'll link the mod below in case if you guys want to go check it out. As I know, the more support, hey, the better it'll become in the end, so anyway, go support the creator, because that's who keeps this Rimworld community thriving and going, is the modders. Modders keep the game alive. Anyway, but big thanks. I hope you go check this out, and it looks really cool. I'd like to come back to this at some point in the near future. Anyway, as always, my name's ambiguousamphibian. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.